Today, I've put every NBA player, both current day and historic, every all-time legend, onto their college team. And I've set up a 2K scenario with jerseys, logos, everything. I mean, this is beautiful, right? It's Duke, it's Kentucky, it's legends everywhere. Rajon Rondo inside. Everybody always gets mad at me. Is it Rajon Rondo? I always want to say Rajon. That's kind of beside the point. Kyrie Irving back for Duke, over to Jason Tatum. The anomaly from the wing knocks it down in Anthony Davis's face. DeMarcus Cousins is wearing number 43. You hate to see it. There's Shea. There's Rondo in the corner. Rondo up to 80. This ain't the bubble AD. You ain't hitting that from deep. Elton Brand on the glass. I mean, this is gorgeous. Grant Hill in transition. Up to Tatum. Over to Jack Marin from the 1960s or something. Duke's up 5-2. In honor of March Madness, this is like the third March Madness college style video I've made. I decided to break it out, man. A 36 team NBA style league, all made up of all-time college teams. I'm scrolling through them right here. I won't be able to go through each roster. We'll see a bunch as the video goes on, but we have got basically every noteworthy all-time legend except for Kobe and LeBron. Well, those are some great players, but they went to high school. They didn't go to college, obviously. I mean, you see the school's a ton of blue bloods, maybe some Cinderella stories coming up. I will say the one mistake kind of that I made setting up this video, I didn't pay attention to the conferences. So for example, in our Eastern Conference, Kansas, Michigan State, I think UCLA is in this conference. LSU, I should have split up the schools I know are going to be heavyweights. Maybe it happened accidentally. I mean, Kentucky, Ohio State are over here in the West. What I really should have done was set it so I could go 1 through 16 with the playoff teams, but I can't change that after the fact, and this took enough time to set up. If we have some playoff matchups that lead to early exits for a school like Duke, I mean, then that just kind of is what it is. Low key, the Blue Devils, Duke, I would think their team would look better, but I mean, it's still very solid. I don't think it compares to UCLA though. I mean, led by Kareem Bill Walton. Oh my word. We'll see how 2K treats each team with the simulation. That can be all over the place, as we know. Houston has such a cool big three, all of former Rockets too, by the way. Hakeem, Clyde Drexler, and Elvin Hayes, 94 plus across the board. Georgetown is always a classic because of all their Hall of Fame bigs. Iverson, then they've got Ewing, Mourning, Mutombo. They've even got Roy Hibbert. He's not gonna get any play time. Collegiate legends like Carmelo Anthony back in this is where Carmelo dominated. NCAA tournament champion with Syracuse. Of course, I gotta show you UNC before we get going. Michael Jordan, Vince Carter. Oh, that team. I think UNC, probably UNC or UCLA, the best teams on paper, or Kentucky with all their current day talent. But yeah, we're about to find out who's got the best all-time college roster. This is an NBA style sim. It'll give us some indication. And I want to give a huge shout out to all of you who have supported my channel so far. I created it like, I don't know, a little over 2 weeks ago. Now, technically at this exact moment I'm recording, I'm sitting at 945 subscribers, but I'm calling my shot. By the time this video is released, I think we will have hit 1,000. So thank you all so much for 1,000 subscribers, only onwards and upwards. This is kind of the first big milestone. I really appreciate it. And I'm really enjoying just grinding out content for you guys that are seeming to enjoy it. So I'm going to continue to do that. Oh my god. Look at this. Michael Jordan MVP. I mean, that should not be a shock. It's Michael Jordan averaging 23 and 9. He usually doesn't simulate well for me. Also, Oscar Robertson is in this league. I'm shocked he didn't win MVP. Oscar's Cincinnati Bearcats must have simulated so poorly for him not to win it. Walt Bellamy, I don't know which players are listed as rookies, but good job, son. Baron Davis, yeah, UCLA, so good. 15 and 9 off the bench. Shaq wins DPOY. Walker Kessler, most improved. Oh, look at Oscar. Speak of him, and he will appear clutch player of the year. I knew it. They couldn't give him MVP probably because of team record, but Oscar is clutch player, and he's all NBA first with Magic, Dwayne, KD, and Mike. That's a really good, yeah, good. I don't know what I'm saying, but you guys get it. It's good. Charles Barkley, Paul Ayers, Tip. What? Ty Jerome, all NBA second. He averaged 21 and 10. Wow, for Virginia. Chris Bosh. I don't even know what to say to that. LSU, a couple All-NBAers, Shaq, Pete Maravich. Nick Claxton at UGA, Wes Unseld, Mo Lucas, Chris Bosh, Shaq, all defensive. A lot of Chris Bosh action here. There's Walt Bellamy, Evan Mobley, Tim Duncan. I mean, I love it so far. Checking out the standings, Michael Jordan, MVP, leads UNC 73 and 9. They're going to have to go through UCLA and Shaq on LSU in the playoffs. Not to mention Magic Johnson with Michigan State. Duke, oh my... Yeah, I accidentally let the Eastern Conference get so stacked. Kansas, that's Wilt Chamberlain and Joel. They're a play-in team. That's amazing. Missing the playoffs in this deadly East. Oklahoma, yeah. Georgia, Ty Jerome and Virginia. DePaul, I was hoping they'd be an underdog. Katy and Texas, USC, Villanova, Michigan. Dude, we've got such heavy hitters all throughout this roster. Over in the West, a bit of an easier path. It's probably going to end up being Ohio State and Kentucky, but UConn is there. Hakeem with Houston, Charles Barkley at Auburn, Georgetown with all them big men, CP3, Tim Duncan at Wake Forest, Derrick Rose, Memphis barely in the play-in. Obviously, superstar, legendary talent all over the place here. James Harden, Arizona State missing the playoffs, but I would say the better teams definitely in the East. Again, that's my bad, but what can you do? Our league is low-key like the late 2010s NBA. Remember when it would be Houston, Golden State, and then that team would just walk past LeBron and the Cavs in the finals? We might have that situation, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. KD, Oscar, Ant Edwards. Georgia wasn't very good. He put up big numbers. Cade Cunningham for Oklahoma State. Derrick Rose barely carried Memphis into a play-in spot, but he's up there. Hakeem, yeah, look at these individual numbers. Chuck Barkley, 23 and 13. Oh my word, the assists are going crazy. JoJo White with Wilt just feeding him. Magic averaged almost a triple-double with 12 assists per game. John Stockton, Johnny Moore at Texas. Yeah, that's fun. So many double-doubles. Because I anticipate the playoffs taking a while with all these matchups, I simmed through the play-in round. Syracuse with Melo did lose out in the second game, so Arizona advances. Tim Duncan, CP3, and Wake Forest also advanced. That's cool. While over in the East, Kansas. Dude, Kansas is a play-in team. That is crazy. Cal ended up losing to Oscar Robertson in Cincinnati, so they did make the playoffs. The East is just a murderer's row. UNC, Cincinnati, Michigan State, Duke, LSU, Indiana, UCLA, like the teams that lose in the first round, I'm gonna be just shocked by. Over in the West, I mean, it's still really good too. Maybe I'm putting them down too much. Ohio State is awesome. I mentioned Hakeem versus Chuck Barkley, UConn versus Georgetown, Kentucky's up there. Yeah, I mean, you never know what can happen here. Just for reference, because I didn't show them before, this is what Ohio State looks like. Yeah, okay, I can't even gas that up. It's a really good team overall, but they'd probably be like a 4 or 5 seed if they were in the other conference. That's kind of a funny subplot to the video. I'm not even that upset that I did it. I'm going to keep mentioning it. But yeah, we've got one conference of death. Who's going to come out of it? We've got a bunch of 2-0 series on this side. Looks like UCLA is going to be the only sweep. Man, Wilt Chamberlain and Joel. I mean, yeah, I've shown you UCLA's roster. They're so good. Okay, elsewhere, no sweeps in the West. Okay, LSU has a 3-1 series lead on Indiana. Shaq and Pistol Pete take care of business. Jumping over to the West for a second, we've got Hakeem versus Charles Barkley and Auburn. They're going to advance. So does UConn over Georgetown and all their bigs. I feel like that team just has no clue what to do with their rotation. I mean, Allen Iverson also only scoring 19 points. They needed him to be the go-to. Yeah, it didn't produce enough offensively. Chuck was doing his thing for Auburn. Oh, he was literally chucking 9 of 25 in an elimination game. At least he went out firing, but he did go out. Back to the Eastern Conference. Duke was down 2-0 to Michigan State. They've now won 3 games in a row. Let's catch up with this series. UNC is tied at 2. Big O. That would be a crazy upset, dog. Just because I've mentioned his name so much. Big O Oscar Robertson. This is his supporting cast in Cincinnati. It's not great. Like, it's solid, but no, like, they should be getting stomped out by UNC. Oscar Robertson just simulates like the greatest player of all time. It is what it is. We know this. But MSU versus Duke. I know Magic is amazing. He also simulates so well. Their starting 5 is actually really good. Yeah, Michigan State. They're definitely not as deep as Duke, but they need to win 2 games in a row. Duke is somehow the underdog. They were only the 5 seed in our conference of death. So kind of pressure's on here, Michigan State. You should handle business, at least force a game 7. And they're going to do just that resoundingly. Oh no. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, it's Michigan State ball. That's anticlimactic. I thought we might get some absolute chaos here. Is Duke even going to foul? Oh, they're glitch right now. I jumped in and they're glitch because for some reason they just don't intentionally foul. Well, it ended up being a 2-point game. Oh, I skipped right through. Okay, well, I might have just screwed over Duke. Not really though. I think that game was over. They just made a late push. I thought we might jump in and see something amazing. Anyways, Michael Jordan and UNC, the 1 seed, trying to finish off Cincinnati here in a game 6. And it was a great season for Oscar Robertson. Individually took 2 games off the mighty Tar Heels, but Michael Jordan is the MVP for a reason. He's also getting carried by Bob McAdoo, who is the greatest NBA 2K simulator ever. 40 points. I mean, he shot 17 of 19 from the field, people. We'll get back to that game 7 between Michigan State and Duke, But first, Kentucky kind of in trouble. They're up 3-2, but if this goes to a game 7, Arizona, anything can happen. But once again, we get a bit teased. All right, Kentucky losing 2 games, but they do handle business. Everybody calm down. Anthony Davis, 27-6 in 28 minutes coming to what? Where is Shea? Shea, 3 points on 1 of 9 shooting. Well, you're lucky you won, Shea. And one more potential scare here. The 1 seed Ohio State, but the Ohio State Buckeyes, they're up 3-2 on Wake Forest. That's Tim Duncan and Chris Paul. Can they force a game 7? Well, we're going to jump in here and have a little look-see. Wake Forest is down 6, so I don't think CP3 and Tim are going to get it done unless, well, it might be a miracle here. They're at home. Chris Paul finding Tim Duncan. Easy work. Never mind, Tim missed a dunk. Okay, so it's completely Jover, right? Ohio State, the 1 seed. They should have won this series. It looks like they're about to. Mike Conley going to work, kicking out John Havlicek in his prime. Old man Havs taking a screen. Oh, that's a 3, and he missed. Okay. The door is still open, a crack. That's Josh Howard, former Dallas Maverick, going to work for Wake Forest. Good little Euro step. Okay, let me hold on. Jeff Teague, the GOAT podcast storyteller, is out there. That was not a turnover. Are you kidding me? That was such a good double team. Jim Jackson in the corner. I like Jim Jackson's commentary. Okay, chill. Mike Conley, man, Wake is going aggressive with these double teams, and they foul. Oh, Ursan. What? Oh, that's so funny. It's not Ursan Ilyasova. It's this OG named Len Chappell. He's an 83 overall. You know, he's just long lost twins with Ursan Ilyasova. Don't worry about it. He fouled John Havlicek, though. And you know what? Wake Forest, a really good team. Having prime Chris Paul and Tim Duncan. That's a good enough duo, like you saw here, to get them into the playoffs. Jeff Teague wide open. Okay, Jeff, okay, get out of here. Wake Forest, my point is, not a good enough team overall, despite their star power. A pretty sick duo, though. Tim Duncan, 25 and 14, filled up the stat sheet. Chris Paul, 15 and 14, both of them doing their thing. But our Western Conference second round is set, and honestly, it's not bad. Ohio State, Houston with Hakeem, then you've got Kentucky versus UConn. So that's good. Now, over in the East, we got to figure out this series. A classic rivalry right here. Actually, is it Duke, Michigan State? I don't know college basketball enough. Whoa, Michigan State is up by 1 million. Oh, no, what? Duke, are you kidding me? Wow. I mean, Michigan State is good. I knew this was going to happen. We lost Duke and Kansas in the first round. I knew it. That's why I pointed it out in the intro. Not smartly making the conferences or making it 1 through 16 playoff seeding. It was obviously going to result in us losing some really, really good teams. And low-key, let me just say, Duke, as great as they are, maybe one of the best college programs ever. Not maybe, definitely one of the best. Their roster does not look as great as you might think on paper. Maybe because like JJ Redick, Christian Laettner, college legends didn't pan out to be superstars in the NBA. I don't know. I'm just talking. Magic with 24, 6, and 7. Mo Pete, Toronto Raptor legend, 22 points. Zebo. Oh my, somebody's got to circulate his low post mixtape on Twitter just for this game. If any Duke fans out there want to yell at me, let me know if I missed out on anybody egregious from this roster. But what I'm saying is, obviously their roster looks good, but when you think of Duke, you'd think it would look like way better. I don't know. I'm really just yapping now. Duke fans, I'm sorry. Interestingly, we get the 1, 2, 3, 4 seeds on both sides of our playoff bracket advancing, and these are 8 really good teams. I like the way this video is shaping up. I mean, all these series are interesting. Let's just get to simulating, shall we? I hope we don't see any blowout series. Like, at least let them be close. MJ and UNC go up 1-0. They go 2. Wow, we have 3 2-0 series. Okay, now they're all 2-1. Beautiful. Show me 2-2. Show me 2-2. Okay, 2-2 over in the West, but we've got a couple 3-1 series here in the East. I just want to see if Shaq and Pistol Pete at LSU can, I don't know, just survive one more game. UCLA, dog. They're the best roster by far. I knew they would at least compete, if not dominate in this video. Oh, but look at Shaq. Look at LSU. They take a lead in the fourth. I mean, they have to win 3 games straight here, people. Let's not get too excited, but I'm going to jump in tie game. It is LSU ball, 123 all. They made a great comeback in the second half, and you know where they're going. Prime Ben Simmons. Entry pass into Shaq, who's wearing number 4 for some reason. No, Shaq. Okay, he's just reposting. Fair enough. He's got Bill Walton on him. Kareem is not on the floor for UCLA. That's a big W for LSU. Shaq just fumbled the rock, literally, picked it up and scored. That's not bad, Shaq. It wasn't pretty, but it worked. Unless UCLA shoots quick here, LSU will have the final shot too. Here goes Russell Westbrook. They've got Kevin Love out there in the closing lineup, UCLA. That's kind of crazy. Reggie Miller pump faking. Probably could have shot that. Back up top to Russ. This is going to be their final shot of the game. UCLA, they don't get the 2-for-1. Russell Westbrook and one. No. Oh, not to be biased, but I want to see LSU with the comeback and the chaos. But man, it wasn't even Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the GOAT college basketball player, putting the potential nail in the coffin. It was Russell freaking Westbrook, man. This is prime Westbrook, to be fair. Okay. Bob, wait, whoa, Bob Pettit, what are you doing, my guy? You know what? Low key, very low key. Not a bad shot. Kareem missed the first free throw. Even if he made both, he missed both. Okay, sure, Bob Pettit, he went for it. Shaq, are you actually out of your mind right now? Shaq just threw that thing right to Russell Westbrook. Oh my word. You know what? Still not the worst thing ever to happen. UCLA hits both free throws. LSU, they just need a three. They're in the same position as before. They've got Cam Thomas out there. Certified gunner. Cam from he banked it in from the logo. Cam Thomas is outrageous. Oh my word, left a lot of time on the clock though. Russell Westbrook kicking out. Marcus Johnson, corner. Reggie, what? Why is Reggie pump faking? Reggie Miller pump fakes just to kill some more time, and he hits the game-winning buzzer-beating three. That's out of pocket. Look at him pump fake. Yeah, bring this contest here, boy. Cam Thomas, step off, hand down, man down, baby. Reggie. I was pulling for LSU to make that a tight series. Shaq didn't have a great game, but what a finish. I mean, Reggie Miller, custom created. He looked like real Reggie right there. What in the world? Bill Walton had 14 assists? UCLA is special, man. It's going to be so hard to take them down. Will UNC have the chance to take them down? They are up 3-1 in this series. Magic. Do you have any magic to stay alive in your series? Oh, he's going to need it. He's going to need some magic on the road, down 6, minute 40 left. Magic is ISOing. He's saying, I got this, boys. I think that's Walter Davis trying to defend him. Emphasis on trying because he did not. It's a 4-point game. UNC has some runway. Like I said, they're up 3-1, but you know Mike and the boys, they want to start game planning for UCLA. They want this series done with Michael Jordan stepping back. That was a good contest there by Zebo or whoever defended him. Michigan State out in transition. This is where Magic could kill him. I don't know if they've got any three-point shooters out there. They don't need a three. They're going to Zebo in the post. Are you kidding me? Pure Hooper Twitter is going to love this. Zebo up, under, misses. Bob McAdoo, like I said, the GOAT simulator in this game, playing defense. UNC could probably slow this thing down. Instead, they're going right into MJ, reposting him. No, Walter Davis is going to take the screen from Bob Mack. Walter Davis, Phoenix Suns legend, going to the rim, hanging and hitting. My man looked like MJ right there. Are you kidding me? I can't believe they didn't give him an and one on that animation. Michigan State needs a bucket here, preferably a three, but they can't go empty. Zebo inside, good pump fake. Oh no, Randolph had the bucket. Okay, he pump faked unnecessarily a bunch of times, still scored the 2. It's a 4-point game. Michigan State gonna come bring a reckless double team. Sometimes this works though. Sometimes you gotta steal that pass. There you go, Mo Pete ahead of the pace. Steve Smith, don't get caught. He gets caught by Michael Jordan on the chase down. Oh my goodness. I said LeBron James wasn't in this video. Well, I lied. Yeah, Michael Jordan just reincarnated LeBron's spirit or something like that. A great chase down. Morris Peterson back down the other way. Kicks it over Steve Smith. Okay, he scores that one. Steve, you kind of embarrassed yourself last time down. Charlie Scott hit a pair for UNC. It's now a 5-point game. Do or die time for Michigan State. They need a 3. Magic, kick it out. Kick it out. Mo Pete in the corner. You should have shot that right away, Mo Pete. That's going to do it. A tight finish. Once again, Bob McAdoo. This is ridiculous. Why is he so good? I mean, he is a 96. He is, wow, he must have gotten a boost during this season. It's always Bob McAdoo. In the playoffs, don't mind Oscar Robertson, who was unbelievable in the first round series. Bob McAdoo, right there. Not Michael Jordan up there for UNC. Bob Mack, 22 and 8 in 30 minutes. He's coming off the bench. The man does not care. He just gets buckets. As our Eastern Conference is set, UNC, UCLA, that was kind of not predictable. Well, yeah, predictable. They were the two best of the unbelievable conference of death. Anyways, who is going to end up facing them, at least in the West Finals? We've got to find our two competitors. UConn kept this one close for most of the game. Credit to them. Ray Allen and the boys. Kevin Ollie coaching them, but it's going to be Kentucky pulling away. Caron Butler led them in scoring. There's Shea not embarrassing himself this time as Kentucky advances. Can Houston, led by Hakeem, and honestly not the strongest supporting cast. He's got Clyde and Elvin though. Can they turn the tables on this Ohio State 3-2 series lead? They do have home court for this game. Maybe they can do it, or will it be Ohio State, Kentucky? Let's see. Oh, look at that. I'm not okay. I am gonna jump in. I gotta make sure Houston does it. Ohio State pushing hard, and they do have the ball. Hakeem is out there. Okay, I know Houston has their best lineup. John Havlicek, dude, he's got a quick trigger, and that was kind of a good look, but he did miss it. This custom court for Houston is freaking beautiful. Why is everyone wearing 2K generics, though? Hakeem and Clyde. What? I must have forgot to put shoes on them. That's so annoying. Definitely not what's important right now. We're watching a game here. Okay, I'm focusing in. John Havlicek, again with the quick trigger. Again, he misses. What in the world? Houston back the other way. Quentin Grimes, The best player in the NBA gets blocked. Can somebody take a smart shot, please? Did Quentin really go to Houston, or is he on this team accidentally? Well, it says he went to Houston. Okay, let's move on. Sometimes I get distracted by things. Okay, Ohio State. The door is wide open. Houston could not slam it shut. John Havlicek over to Arnie Risen. A legend from the 50s? What's he doing shooting a three? I can't lie. Ohio State, deeply unserious shot selection, trying to close this game out. There's Mike Conley. Was he not out there before? Havlicek, now that's a good shot. Yeah, see, that's a good shot. You're not forcing it. Oh boy, Houston, you got to make some free throws here, buds. Wow, I definitely just missed commentating this play. Speaking of deeply unserious, Houston just missed. They missed a free throw. Hakeem grabbed the O board. I was looking at my phone. Oh, Hakeem missed again. Oh my word. Buckeyes, though, out of timeouts. They need a 3 to tie. There it is. Michael Red, are you kidding me? What? Michael Red, I was acting like you hit that shot already. A crazy finish to that game. It's like neither team wanted to win, but now we've got a game 7 back in Ohio State. Here's the deal, Houston. If you guys win this and move on to the next round, I will give you real shoes. I will sign you to a shoe deal. No more 2K generics, but you got to win this one. Oh, they're feeling inspired. No, a quick turn in the third quarter. Oh, Ohio State smackdown in the second half. Yep. They're the better team. That tends to happen. Okay, that was anticlimactic, and now I don't have to give them shoes. Fair enough. And overall, I will say, not to denigrate my own video, but a bit anticlimactic. No Cinderella stories. We have Ohio State, UK. That's the 1-2 seeds. We've got UNC, UCLA, the 1-2 seeds on both sides of our bracket. So I guess 2K, good job with your simulation. It's all symmetrical. Just for fun, if I had to look, I would say, okay, so Ohio State, Kentucky, better roster than Ohio State for sure. So I would say Kentucky is on par with UNC, UCLA. They're in that top 3, but I would probably take LSU's roster and Duke and maybe even Kansas over Ohio State. So yeah, I don't know. This doesn't matter. I'm just vamping. I'm just chatting. Oh, okay, I'll stop. End of the day, these are our 4 teams right here. I've showed each of their rosters a couple times, I believe. So let's just get to simulating. I feel like, wait, let me predict. Kentucky's definitely going to win this series. I think UCLA wins this one too. And I'm worried it might be a sweep. If no, it's not. Beautiful. Michael Jordan took that personally. Okay, it's 3-1. Yeah. I think I know ball. I think, ladies and gentlemen, I think I know ball. Yeah, Michael Jordan eliminated. What about this series? Oh, Ohio State. Hold on. I'm going to simulate through game. Yeah, there it is. I could have given the Buckeyes a chance in Simcast, but I had a feeling this was going to happen. Shea, finals MVP in the West. Kareem in the East. Honestly, pretty modest numbers there. In terms of all-time college rosters, UCLA and Kentucky making it, I actually think that's pretty fair. MJ kind of went out sad there. I guess Bob McAdoo stopped carrying him. There's just really like, how do you compete with this UCLA team? Kareem and Bill Walton probably coming off the bench. You've got point guards, Russell Westbrook, Baron Davis, shooters and Reggie Miller. You've got Kevin Love, Kiki. Like, this is just a great team overall. It's super deep, and Kareem's the GOAT in terms of college basketball. He also simulates so well in this game, Kareem. Shea, though, for Kentucky, playing up at a 99. You've got AD, Devin Booker, Cat. That's a really good big 4 of current day players. John Wall in his day was awesome. You've got some true OGs in Dan Issel and Cliff Hagan. Technically, on paper, Kentucky is the better roster. A full first page of 90 plus overall. Get your predictions in now, ladies and gentlemen. Kentucky or UCLA? What would you think if this was a matchup in real life, by the way? Because that would be crazy too. I think I'm going Kentucky. Like, it's against my better judgment because I know UCLA is dominant, but I think Kentucky takes Kentucky traveling cross country for game 1. I would understand if they come out slow. They do. Okay, but you got to split on the road to make this a series, Kentucky. You don't split. Okay, you're back to Kentucky though. Another cross country flight. Oh no. See, I've made videos with this roster before and with other all-time college rosters. That's how I knew UCLA. Like, there's just something about UCLA. You saw the rosters on paper, more high overall players for Kentucky. I think it's just Kareem. Oh, this is a smackdown. Are you kidding me? A 4-game series sweep capped off by a blowout. Remember when I said I thought Kentucky was going to win? I was just lying. Like, I was just joking. That's wow. Okay, I'm not shocked to see UCLA winning, obviously, but this dominant fashion, I don't even know. We're not even gonna get a trophy celebration here. I don't know why I jumped in. Oh wait, we are? Oh, we are getting a trophy, even with custom rosters, jerseys, and everything. This usually doesn't happen. Oh my goodness. Thank you, 2K. We get to see sad Karl Anthony Towns and Cliff Hagan consoling Jamal Mashburn. The all-time UCLA Bruins wearing their Indiana Pacers shirts and hats. Baron Davis taking the trophy, handing off to Russell Westbrook. I mean, they earned it. Kareem is not out here. Who cares? Oh, there's Kareem. Yeah. Kareem just 9,000 feet taller than Adam Silver. Good work. Finals MVP, I guess. Definitely not a shock to see UNC, although I accidentally stacked UCLA's conference like crazy. They had to go through some really good teams, but go through them they did. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 25 and 12 per game averages in the final. That's so good for an all-time roster. Wait, who'd they beat again? Okay, UNC, who's arguably a top 3 roster. LSU, probably a top 5 roster. And Kentucky, probably a top 6 or 7 roster. Like, I made it difficult accidentally for UCLA, and they still came through. Kentucky, a top 2 roster, probably. Definitely a lot of fun making this video, creating the roster, and the jerseys are in it and everything are so cool. I don't know. I wish for some reason we had a Cinderella run, because that's what March Madness is about. But look at, oh, the Bruins were running a tight 9-man rotation. Yeah, it worked. Russell Westbrook's a champion with Kevin Love playing big minutes. That's crazy. I can't believe it. I'm just vamping now, though. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, big thank you for 1,000 subscribers. I'm really jinxing myself. I still haven't hit it at the time I'm recording this video. What if I don't hit 1,000 by the time I put this video out? That would be sad. You should probably subscribe just to make sure I'm not sad anymore. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video.